The hero of our story today is Mr. CATALIN PASCANU, co-founder and managing director of Albatross Travel. Hello, CATALIN.
Hello and welcome to our agency.
Thank you very much. CATALIN, please tell us what is unique about your agency, what differs Albatross Travel from other agencies offering incoming tours for tourists in Romania.
Let me start with the beginning. We founded in 1998 in December, and we tried to cover a niche which was not covered by anybody, meaning just inbound tourism to Romania. And step by step, the life and the business led us to the niche we have now, which means tours just inside Romania, into the regions of Romania, nature, people. So in general, things which will present Romania a little different than for the mass tourism. This is what we tried to do in the last 22 years almost, with good and bad things as usual, because you cannot achieve a certain level of experience if you have just victories.
Of course.
Sometimes it happens to have different fails and things which on the contrary makes you stronger.
Yeah, that's right. In this business, it's always you gain always new experiences with the people. I like very much what you said, that you that you offer also the people experience. Yes, the name of our project is Romania People and Places, and I think that these people are really very important part of the charm of Romania.
Yes, in my opinion, they are probably the main assets, because we don't have probably some nature views like the other countries have.
Oh,
maybe we have
sea.
Fewer options than other countries have, but when you put the people and you look to the people from the anthropological side and you see how they live, where they work, what is their handcraft, what gets out from their own hands, how they sing, how they recite, different stories. All this package makes it interesting to the foreign tourists who tried to look for other things rather than just go and lay on the beach or just look into the several natural beauties, and that's all.
Yes, I remember you told me that your product is more an active way of spending time in Romania, fishing, hunting, cooking. Can you say a little bit more about this?
Yes, at the beginning you're right, we started with this, but unfortunately most of the tourists were so lazy and saying, no, we don't want to go fishing, or we don't want to go hunting, it costs too much, or then we want to protect the nature and so on. So after that we were canalized on the things which, together with the local people, our tourists can make or see or feel all the senses of the people doing this. For example, we go to Bukovina and we'll share them the possibility and the experience of painting the eggs.
Wow, that's amazing.
We can go to the Danube Delta and we share with them the possibility of feeling a fish when it gets out with the nets.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can go on the off-roads with them, and with our own fleet of jeeps, they can feel how to get out from the mud or see fantastic views from the top of the Carpathian Mountains. So all this experience, together with making their own pots in a pottery, in Margina, in Bukovina, or in Horezu, in Oltenia. There are so many possibilities here, and this way you interact with the local people. And the local people are happy because they can share their experience, they can sell their own products, and the tourists are happy because they can put that experience into their chain of experiences they have among the life they spent.
Yeah, exactly. Travel, for me, travel is also about experience and about meeting people. When I was thinking about starting the project, I realized how this people experience is important, and the possibility to see not only buildings or nice places, but to see people living and cultivating the traditions, the beautiful traditions that are so many in Romania. For example, like pottery, like this famous Horezu ceramic. That is something that definitely is very unique and still very unknown, because this typical style of traveling is more, plane, hotel, beach, eventually visiting some a nice city. You are offering a more deeper experience to
Exactly, like in a menu, we'll try to get out from the main course and offer desserts from different places. And it's interesting to see how the language barrier just melts when the people stay together, and it's not necessary to have words, but it's a communication at a different level when they put their own hands, and the hand of the master is showing them how to melt that small piece of clay to make a big vase. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. That's why, in my opinion, this type of tourism should be cultivated better here. And unfortunately, due to the pandemic we had in the last few months, it stopped us from doing it. But we are optimistic, and we hope things will go back to a new normal, which will be the way we want.
Definitely. Catalin, your favorite place in Romania?
My favorite place in Romania is the place of the painted monasteries.
Mm-hmm.
I was born nearby Bârlad in Romanian Moldova. And every time I went there, together with my family and then with the tourists, I learned, together with them, and of course from the nuns, from the monks, different things that it shows me how deep is the religious culture in that part of Romania and how important it was for the people. This type of Christianity, which unfortunately we don't see it everywhere. I think this is the most beautiful part of the country. At least for me, it's number one on the list.
I fully agree with you, and also the people there are special. They are very open. They are very warm-hearted. Even more warm-hearted than in other parts of the country, and this is and we can also see it in their art, because if someone makes such a beautiful, builds such a beautiful, colorful church, it must be a person who is also very warm and very colorful inside and in heart.
To explain to our tourists, not necessarily those who are Christians, but to all the tourists, what is representing on the walls is fantastic. Because they realize it's like a cartoon for the adults. It was back 500 years ago how people had to learn the Bible not by hearing it from what the priests or monks or nuns were reading, but from images. And usually images are more powerful than just words.
Yes.
And especially when the images are with such a beautiful colors. like we can find on the exterior walls of the monastery.